wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show.
30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening.
1, 0.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. I'm your host for this evening, Sean Walker. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Welcome back to the show. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, we got ourselves a commit from the portal. Things are moving and grooving. It feels good. I see you guys in the chat already. Some of you kind of hating, which we're going to dive into. We're going to talk about today. But nonetheless, we land ourselves Deuce Spurlock, linebacker from Michigan. Old flipperoo or transfer portal, however you want to look at it. Massive pull for Billy and the boys. And here's why I say it's a massive pull. And I see you guys kind of already talking a little flavor in the chat. Not excited about it. And I saw Gator Dave pop off on Twitter about this yesterday, wondering what was it about. And now I'm seeing it, right? We've got a few people that are like, it's not that big of a deal. Who cares? It is what it is. Here's the thing, guys. Billy does nothing, we get pissed. Billy does something, it's not good enough. I don't know how this man doesn't have more gray hair. I got to be honest, because Mike, chill out. All right? Let the man work. For goodness sakes. All right? Sure. Would we love to land a 15 stars? Absolutely. We all would. Okay? But these kids are good. I'm excited about it. Okay? What it does is we need depth. We talked about it time and time again last year. We've talked about it this offseason. And now we're moving, boys. Okay? We're making some moves in the transfer portal. We should be fired up about it. Here's what I'm looking into. Now, I could be looking way too much into this, but I always play the hypothetical game with Billy Napier, okay? I always feel this guy's got some moves under his sleeve. I feel like he moves a certain type of way, right? And there's a purpose to it. Mr. Williams, I see you here saying it's a mid-portal pull. Here's where I disagree with you, okay? Because we're talking about building something. Not every pull or every recruit is going to be a 5-star, just absolute flash in the lightning. And just because it's 3 stars doesn't mean, for the fact that we're downgrading him because it's 3 stars is ridiculous, first of all. Second of all, to say it's a mid-pull, it's because it doesn't live up to your standard, I guess. I don't know what's mid about it, because if we're building depth, right, and we're building a culture, and we're building a team, and we're making the right steps in the right direction, how in any case is this mid, right? So today we would land Duece Spurlock. Tomorrow, offensive tackle from Miami, which I'm sure is probably going to be considered mid, right, John Campbell is set to make his announcement, okay, a day after visiting Florida. Okay, that's Monday. On Tuesday, okay, Micah Mazuka, another offensive tackle from Baylor, is set to make his announcement on Tuesday. He was supposed to announce today. He pushed it back to Tuesday. We've seen in the past when these guys push things back, right, it usually benefits the last school. We've seen this time and time again. If we're the last school that he visits before his announcement, I feel pretty good about that. And for him to push it back, what does that tell me? Hey, Bailey's like, hey, let's get the next 3 days. Let me get 3 retweets in the next 3 days. Let me tweet the sunglasses out for the next 3 days. Right? That's how it appears to me. Again, I'm being very hypothetical here. I'm probably looking a little too much into it, but from watching Billy recruit in this past season and seeing what he did and see how he would manage the guys when they would commit and how they would commit, there was a rhyme and reason for everything, it felt like. That he was trying to manipulate the outside noise as much as he possibly could. Okay? And I said this week was going to be crazy because the final date of the transfer portal is coming up. And I think after tomorrow, after the championship game, it's going to get even hotter for the next 5 to 6 days. It's going to be insane. Okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few kids leave TCU and Georgia. Who knows if they're going to leave? So that's going to bring out some fresh blood, in my opinion, if they choose to leave. And they're going to have a short period of time. So how active is Billy going to be in the portal? I think we should be fired up to see where we're at. We should be excited, okay? We should be happy with the progress that is that we're moving in currently. We got a super chat from Kind of Loopy. Says, the issue is moves like this don't move the ceiling. That's where I disagree, because you've got to continue to build to raise the ceiling. You can't just go out and get a big splash every single time. These small pieces have to continue to happen, right? And I understand we would love a big splash into the portal, but this kid was a 3-star coming out of high school. He's had 1 year at Michigan. Obviously, he didn't play too much, okay? 6'2", I've got his stats here. He's 6'2", 225. This is his senior year of high school. I've got some film that we can watch while we're talking about him as well. But I don't know why we're getting so... I can't believe the negativity. I'm kind of shocked. I've got to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty pumped up about this. I think we should be excited the fact that we're making moves in the transfer portal. Like, guys, we're never going to be able to pull ourselves out of this as Gator fans if we just constantly just shit on everything that's happening. Like, what you know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me. We're building something here. It's going to take time. We lost a lot of guys. The biggest complaint last year is we didn't have enough depth. We got some great kids coming in the 2023 class, okay? Made some moves with Tejada Mitchell. We've got Derek Wingo still. We've got Shamar James. All those kids are great. I'm excited to watch them play. I feel like they had some bright moments last year, okay? We've got to fill the void of Bernie, fill the void of Ventrell Miller. So we're going to get some depth. We've got to fill that hole up. It wasn't completely filled with 2023. So with what happened with us guys losing to guys to the portal and to the NFL draft, we have to make these moves that are necessary, because everyone freaked out when we lost 22 players, right? Everyone was counting all the guys that left. A lot of those guys that left were depth, were guys that may or may not play, but were depth. So we had to go back and fill those holes up. Whether you think we do or not, we have to. It's part of the process, all right? It's crazy to me. Like, this is a process. These things take time. We should be excited with the direction that we're moving in. We close out 2023 with the healthy class. Lane Caden Jones yesterday, off in the tackle for 2023. Make a splash in the transfer portal the last three over the last 4 or 5 days here. And Cameron Jackson, Tejada Mitchell, and now Deuce Spurlock, and maybe a few more within the closing week. Okay, it looks like 2023 might be coming to a wrap here for recruits. I saw there might be some noise for some kids, but I haven't looked into it to see how real that is just yet, but I'll continue to dive into that. But it looks like 2023 recruiting is done. But if we can make some moves and some splashes in the portal going into 2024, I'm going to be excited. TJ Capers yesterday, the number 1 linebacker or whatever, however you want to look at him, committed to Louisville. That was a W in my opinion, because he had Miami and Georgia on his list. Could you imagine if Georgia or Miami lands him? We're fighting an uphill battle again right off the rip. So look, Louisville, to me, congrats to Louisville, but he's now out of our worry. He's not going to impact us. We got to finish top 3 in the SEC. We have to. We need to. Okay, Kirby did it his second year. Okay, we got to be hungry. That's what we're looking at. We can't get too caught up in battling with Miami. Honestly, I think we got ourselves way too focused on trying to beat Miami in recruiting. Beating Miami in recruiting does nothing for the Florida Gators. It really doesn't. If Miami's first and we're second in overall recruiting, Florida is winning. We should be ecstatic for that, okay? We don't play Miami every year. They're not even in our conference. We're getting too distracted. We've got to make sure that we stay focused on what the priority is, and that's dominating the SEC, okay? So, I can't believe we're hating on this right now. I'm shocked. I saw Gator Dave's tweet yesterday, and I was like, what's he talking about? Like, who's getting rowdy? Now I see it. Like, what's up, guys? Like, come on, let's be excited for the moves that we're making. We're making some moves in the transfer portal. We're going out and getting guys that are wanting to be here, that are wanting to play and wanting to make an impact right away. Again, this kid was a 3-star coming out of high school. Let me go ahead and pull up his. We'll watch him in his film really quick while we chit chat about him. But here he is right here coming off the edge. Now, what's crazy is he's 6 foot 225, 6'2", 225, runs like a 4.5, 4.6. And the kid that I made a video about, Waltez Champ, is essentially the same size. And I kind of made a video of like how is he not getting more love here? Because this kid kind of fits that same mold and same size But we should be pumped. I'm fired up. All right, and for that,
How about them Gators?
how about them, baby? So we should be pumped up. We had a few more guys, obviously, that were visiting this week in the Edge from South Carolina. He was 100% to Florida State. Not quite sure if there's any more news on him. We had the safety from Baylor. Look, I think Micah could have an impact on that, the offensive tackle from Baylor. To me, that would be a massive pull. If we can land the offensive tackle, John Campbell and Micah, with the class that's coming in on offensive side, because right now I feel pretty happy with what we've done on the defensive line. So losing the South Carolina edge, honestly, I wouldn't really be too frustrated or too upset with that. I really wouldn't. Be great to have more depth, but I'm actually very content and excited for the D line that's coming in right now. And now with this addition to the linebacker class, it's starting to come together. Okay, would love to get that DB from Baylor. That would be a great addition as well. We got some studs coming in the 2023 class. Again, it's freshmen, so the young bucks coming through. But I think Billy went out and recruited a certain class for a certain reason. So defensive side of things looks really healthy. Okay, and I think we started to find our rhythm last year on the defensive side of balls. Again, on the offensive side, I think our running back room is going to be one of the top in the country if things can get right on the offensive side of things. I think Billy has a proven track record with offensive linemen. 2 offensive line coaches is a big move, and if we could land one of them would be great. But both of them, I think we should be ecstatic for next year. I predicted us to go 10-2 just the other day, and I got a lot of flack for it, saying that I had too much fandom, all this stuff. With this addition, if we land those 2 guys, I'm projecting us to go 12-0. No, I'm just kidding. I like to get you guys riled up about it. But look, I think the part that I always got to keep in mind is, like, I know you guys want a more neutral thought process on this. And again, with being a fan and a diehard, I'm always expecting the best. And I have been a believer in Billy the entire time. The entire time I have been bought into Billy. Okay? And this is just one more reason why I'm bought in. I believe in the process, and I will continue to believe in the process until proven otherwise. So here's what's exciting to me. Right now, Billy Napier is starting to bring himself back. He's winning He's winning off the field right now with this portal. The class, I think we would like to end up a little bit better than what it is. We still ranked 13th. I don't know if they've added Caden Jones because he hasn't technically signed. I think once it signs, it'll add him, so maybe we'll go up to 11, 12, or 11. So look, I think we wanted a top 10 class, top 7 class. We missed on a few, but we're making up for it in the portal. Okay, I'm excited for what we're doing in the portal. I think Billy's doing a great job off the field. And look, now he's putting his team together. This is something we talked about a lot last year, is he needs to go out and get his guys. He's got his guys now, okay? Because everyone he has that he didn't want has now left. Everybody that he has wanted has stayed or come in. There's no more excuses. It's time to see some product on the field. So I am beyond excited to see what we can do on the field. Adrian says we still need a quarterback. And I think this is where we're not bought in on Mertz enough. Because Graham Mertz, and again, there's a lot of guys that are talking about this. In his first couple years at Wisconsin, I believe he's gone through 2 or 3 coaches. If you go, there's been a few breakdowns of the film. The play calling hasn't been great. The kid was a 4-star coming out of high school. So sometimes it could just be the system. And again, if Billy goes out and gets this guy, if we trust Billy to do everything else, why are we all of a sudden, because of the quarterback situation, we're no longer buying in? Billy sees something that he believes, hey, I can make you work. Okay? I think what you've got going on here, you're going to fit wonderfully in my system. How you position yourself, how you carry yourself in the presence or in the pocket is what we need. I'm going to put together a great offensive line. We have a phenomenal running back room. We're putting together a great wide receiver core. You're going to be my guy, my transition guy, because I don't think Jaden Rashad is going to be the guy freshman year. I saw him in the Under Armour game. Nothing, again, not a shot on Jaden Rashad. He's got to put him about 20 to 30 pounds. That's his goal as well, too. But he's got a lot of work to do, I think, over this offseason. Now, he's hungry. He's already there. He said he's going to learn the playbook. He's dialed in. Again, another reason why I love this class. This class seems very hungry and motivated to get things done. So make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe if you're new here. I appreciate you guys hanging out. How are you guys doing, though? How are we feeling on this? Hardwire says I want at least 8 or 9 wins. I think 8 or 9 is definitely doable. I'm him, Cap. Nice name. I'm seeing 8-4 next year. Okay. Let's see here. Go Canes. Welcome, Galaxy King. You have shorts. Man, y'all blinded by the Sun Belt. We still hating, man. I thought we got past this, you up shorts. You're still hating, big guy. Them Gator fans always so negative. You guys are killing me, man. You guys are killing me. Give me all the players. I think we should be excited. I don't know. Mert's going to be ungrade from last year, boys. We want results, and I totally agree. We need to see something go down, and I don't disagree with you guys on that. And look, I think some of your frustration is definitely appreciated. I think it's accepted. 7-5, a lot of 7-5. 8 wins is a legit season. I think 8-5 is fun, or 8-4 will be a great season. Honestly. Yes, losing to Vandy is quite the foundation. Y'all get real. Oh my goodness. 9-4. That I'm assuming including the bowl game. Counting the bowl game? Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. We ain't making a bowl. Billy can't coach. God, killing me. It's exhausting, guys, sometimes, you know? You throw the spacesuit on, you come in excited up, ready to rock and roll, and it's like I don't understand the negativity. Maybe I know a lot of you guys are in here that are being positive, which I love, as I think you should be. I think that's the art of this. So let me tell you something, because Texas A&M was projected by a lot of people to go to the playoff last year, as was Baylor, as was Utah. None of those teams made it. Pittsburgh was projected to go. This is where I don't understand how college football, where people feel so locked in based on schedules and predictions, because college football changes so much. TCU was 4-8 last year. 4-8. A brand new coach, first year, goes to the Natty. Things can change very quickly with the right coach, with the right foundation, with the right process. Okay. Now we're gonna be moving into Billy's second year. I understand that, in a much harder conference, but. Why the negativity? That's the part that I don't understand. I get being realistic. Like, hey, I expect us to do this. I love what we're doing here. But to continue to hate on where we're at, because Billy's going to be here for about 3 years, at least. So why not be bought in? Sitting here just constantly hating on it, and when it finally does turn around, then what are you going to say? I'm gonna want a handwritten apology from everybody that's hating. Okay? Thank you, Mike Lowry, because people are miserable. That's fair. Maybe I got to just understand that that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for Deuce Spurlock. If I'm going to reach out to him, see if I can get him on the show, I think it's going to be a great addition to the room. And again, I believe that every guy that Billy goes out and gets, there's a reason why he's picking these guys up. He's filling a void. He's building the culture. He's building the foundation. And what people don't understand is those things take time. Now, everyone's going to point to TCU. Is there outliers? Are there guys that pop off and do a great job their first year and have lightning in the bottle? This is not a knock on TCU, but yeah, that's part of it as well too, right? Some guys are just a little bit better than figuring it out than others, okay? I wouldn't use Lincoln Riley as a prime example. I think, it is a good example, but at the same time, I feel like the situation was a little bit different. But Billy had a tough first year. Those are facts. But we're moving in the right direction. I believe we are. I think we should be excited, like I said, to get the ball rolling. Look, Graham Mertz is the quarterback. Whether we want to accept it or not, that seems like he's going to be the guy. I don't think Jack Wheeler is going to be the guy. I don't think Rashad is going to be the guy. But we'll know more as talking season moves along. But this, to me, is getting me excited for 2024. I really hope we can kind of get some guys landed sooner rather than later. I think with DJ, I think he's doing a great job of putting together a class. Has a great head on his shoulders, and I'm excited that he's the guy leading the way for that 2024 class. All right, or we got three guys committed for that class, so we could land Elijah Rushing, land the 5-star Lester. Those would be some massive pulls early. That would be a great momentum for this 2024 class. But it's going to be a tough 2024 recruiting class with the insert of Coach Prime coming in. That's just one more caveat that we have now. Billy has to deal with and go through. That wasn't a factor before. He wasn't a factor at Jackson State, right? Could he pull off one or two? Sure. But now there's a whole other powerhouse, a potential powerhouse that's going to be eaten into that, to the same cake that we're trying to eat into. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a fun one to keep track of, but we should be pumped for this pickup. And again, I think for the next 2 days, I'm hoping we get some more good news. I'm hoping I don't have to wash the suit. I'm hoping we're going to be rocking and rolling come tomorrow with John Campbell, and then again the following day on Tuesday with Micah Mazuka from Baylor, offensive tackle. These three additions to the team are going to be massive. Now, like I said, in some where the haters might be right, is if it doesn't translate to the field right away, yes, there's going to be some questions. Yes, there's going to be some frustrations, but I'm not even going to consider that right now. I'm going to allow a whole offseason to go through. We got an orange and blue game we got to go through. We got Friday Night Lights that we got to go through, right? So, Mertz for president. I love it. Old and slower, blah, blah, blah. What do you mean by we? Are you really one of us? You talking to me? Let's build the foundation, baby. Absolutely, Mr. Nobody. We got 200 people in the chat. Welcome to the stream, boys and girls. Make sure you guys drop a like. Andrew Gator fan says 2023, 9-3. That'd be a healthy season. Mertz is a Gator. That makes him great. Look, we can't be arguing with one another. That's for damn sure. We gotta be fired up, boys. We gotta be excited. So we'll see. I'm hoping we get some more news towards the end of the week. It'll be a great addition to close off the 2023 class with this portal. I don't think our portal ranking is really going to be that great because of how many people entered into it. It's just going to be how the math works is they determine it based on how many people left. I think 247 might do it a little bit different. So let me see how they're doing right now. They got Colorado 1, followed by Florida State, LSU, then Michigan. Colorado has 20 commits. My goodness. This is just transfers. Just transfers. Okay, so 247. We're ranked 46 now with 5 commits. Okay. Again, we had a lot leaving. So if we get 2 more in the next few days, we'll be up there to 7, which is where LSU's at, but their average rating, the points are much higher for them. Average rating is 91. Our average rating is 89. So we could look. We make 2 pulls there. We could see ourselves maybe creeping into the top 10 of the transfer portal. We'll see, though. Again, I don't know how these points work on the right-hand side. They might be factoring how many people left. And if that's the case, then we probably won't because, again, we did have a lot of people leave. So we will see. But I'm excited. Things are moving in the right direction for us. And let me see here. To me, with Deuce Spurlock, with him having one solo tackle with Michigan, it's basically a new recruit, right? So we just got a 3-star linebacker recruit. That's how I'm looking at it. And if that was the case, we should all be excited, right? Because it's just it's a fresh kid off the block. He was when he first came out, he was number 41 recruit out of Alabama and the number 45th overall athlete when he was coming up. So, now with that, we've got Derek Wing, like I said, Shamar James, Scooby Williams, I forgot about him. We've got Jaden Robinson coming in, and then we also have Tejada Mitchell. So with Spurlock, there's some depth there now. A lot of quantity. Quality, I think, will be left to be seen, right? And I agree with that. But I'd rather have options, okay? Because, look, sometimes if you got quantity, sure, you may not have. We had Venture Meadow. That was quality. One absolute stud. How'd that play out for us? If you give me 6 guys that are just, hey, all healthy, just dogs, and when you run through them properly, a lot more success coming out of that. So I like that. I feel good about that. How about Mike White taking that L too, boys? That was fun. Chauncey Bowens locked in with Florida. 4-star running back for 2024. He's returning to Gainesville. So, look, 2024 is looking good as well, too. So, really excited for all that. Let's see here. Okay, not me. All right, cool. Incoming 15-0. Big question is O-line, Gator gang. Yeah, look, we talked about that, right? With the Jacob Copeland, I believe. Not Jacob. What's his name? Jacob tomorrow from Miami. And then coming in on Tuesday, the offensive tackle, Micah Mazuka. Both of those kids would really help the offensive line. You're delusional. You can leave, bud. You can leave. Let's see here. Look, I'm not one to really kick people out of a chat, but if you're going to be negative and just constantly troll, then I will probably have to make that move. Duddles, hey, Sean, will the Jags make a deep run to the playoffs? I hope so, man. I think if they can get the Ravens in round 1, they could have some success, and then all it is just believing and getting it done. Having that first game in Duval is going to be massive. So I'd rather play them than the Chargers for sure. Is Sean picking TCU? I am picking TCU. Jonathan May says, y'all act like 3 stars can't turn out great. Yeah, that's another big thing, too. We should be excited. Iceman says, I'm not a delusional fanboy. I'm not a delusional fanboy either. I'm saying straight in facts. I said, I've made myself clear. If you don't want to listen, I'm not going to argue with you. Can't help you there, buddy. I'm not going to sit here and be negative. That's the last thing that I'm going to do. So, done talking to you, buddy. Appreciate you, though. All right. Well, look, next 2 days could be good. Hopefully, again, the spacesuit stays on and we have a great 2 days. And hopefully we can. Right now, it's easy for the negative Gator fans to kind of spread like a virus because things are kind of look not where you expect them to be. So we got to keep our head down, keep moving, just like this 2023 classes, just like Billy and the boys and the teams are doing. You know how I am, boys. I'm bought in, ready to rock and roll, ready for an exciting season, ready for an exciting off season. Ready to see how this 2024 recruiting cycle goes. But, hey, I appreciate you guys hopping in here on this Sunday afternoon. If you guys were new, like what you saw, make sure you guys subscribe. Drop a like, see if we can get to 100 likes before the end of the stream. But I do appreciate you guys hopping in. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. Let's have a great week, okay? Hopefully we can see some more tweets from Billy. Sunglasses, that would be good to see. I would love to see that and have a great close to the 2023 season or recruiting season, /, portal season. And like I said, I'm ready to land a 2024 class. I'm ready to see those kids come in and start looking at that. So appreciate you guys as always. Have a great Sunday, boys and girls. Y'all be blessed. You too, Gator Gang.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and
go Gators, boys.
You don't do well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, held tight up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already
go Gators, boys.
Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into